insurance, like every time you pay, did you have to pay taxes and stuff like that? Like every
Yes,
paycheck?
we do.
Huh.
But again, aggressive capitalism.
Mm.
Everything is private. The things that are owned by the government sucks. Like
That's like in the
you go
US
to a
then.
hospital,
Yeah, it's like in Indonesia too.
similar to the
Yeah.
US. If you go to the public hospital, but it's worst.
Yeah.
If you go to the public hospital, you can be waiting for 8 years for your surgery. People
8 years.
dies
Oh
waiting
my
for
gosh.
surgery. It is crazy.
Because they
Uh,
don't care, or they're just like too many people, or
no, because they say that if you work, you can get
yeah.
money and go to a private clinic. Chile
Oh, I
also
see.
has some of the most
eight
modern
years, long time, man.
clinics in South
Like
America.
Yeah,
Exactly, exactly.
yeah.
So that basically what gathered without a bunch of stuff. 2008, 19,
Mm-hmm.
social estallido, social breakout.
Hmm.
Because they say like, if you have money, you can get your surgery, you can go to private school, whatever,
Right.
and your
You
life
can do
is cool.
anything you
But
want.
if you don't have,
you know.
and the other thing
Yeah.
is that, to be honest, is a country that your last name
Mm-hmm.
and your school
Yeah.
will weigh more than your persona, you know?
Yeah.
In the curriculums, in the resumes in Chile, you
Yeah.
have to put your school. And it doesn't make sense in a
Mm.
developed country. In a developed country, they will ask you what you did in the last 7 years
Yeah.
and how that is going to help this company to go
Right.
above and beyond. Simple.
Right.
But here they will hire you because the
Where's
school
what
you
school you
went,
go and everything? Okay.
because it's like a caste,
Mm.
you know?
Yeah.
So, and that is, I really hope that things are going to change.
Change.
I'm
Okay.
super, the problem is that I went to a private school.
Yeah.
My daughter has like a private insurance.
Yeah.
I work and I break my ass to have
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But some people is also breaking their ass and they are not having it. And
Huh.
some of my classmates, that they are like, I don't know, high society and whatever,
Yeah.
they are like, oh, they need to work and they will get the same things that I can.
Mm.
And they are like, they don't want to lose their privilege.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the thing is that, it hurts. It hurts my chest,
Yeah.
to learn that somebody is waiting for 8 years, man.
Yeah.
8 years. People is retiring 65 years old
Yeah.
with less money than the minimum wage.
Mm.
So it's the dignity is not here. And that's the main fight in Chile. Dignity. You
Dignity.
know? Dignity. And people is just like, they want everything for free. No, they don't want things for free.
Yeah.
But they want to be paid, and they don't want to be paid 300,000 pesos.
Yeah.
And in Chile, to live in Santiago, to a four family person,
Yeah.
to a four people family, it will cost you $900
Mm.
monthly,
Yeah.
$800 monthly, and they will be paying you $600. So where are
Oh,
you getting
that
the rest of the
doesn't make
money?
sense. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense,
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't make sense.
So the minimum wage, the way I see it, the minimum
Yeah.
wage should be the same. I mean, if you get the minimum wage, you should be able to pay a one-person apartment,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
and you can't pay it. You
Yeah.
can't. So 80% of the people voted that we needed a new constitution to change these things. The
Mm.
20% of the people that voted reject or rechazo,
Yeah.
they lived, and you can see the map, in the most expensive
Expensive.
neighborhoods.
Okay.
So that's super interesting to see,
Yeah.
that your opinion related to the constitution and to the country
Yeah.
is related to your your social class,
Of course. Yeah.
you
That's
know
also. I mean, in here, my friend, it's getting worse with how much uh food and place to live is getting really expensive.
in Victoria.
Remember the apartment that you live in a one bedroom apartment, right? With Lily?
See, two
One
five
bedroom or
three
two?
three Dowler Place,
Was that?
Dowler Place, Bay and Dowler Place.
Yeah, yeah, on the one on Quadra. So how much did you pay, remember last time? One bedroom?
$900, $800.
Yeah, you right now that place is probably 1400.
What?
Yeah, it's
You
crazy.
still live in your same apartment
I
on Cook Street?
live. No. Wait a minute. I don't know how long we've been living it. When okay, when you were here, you guys visiting us on Cook Street, right?
Yeah.
Did you guys come
We
over?
went and we had arroz with pollo.
Right before you go, right? Before that's the couple days before you left.
Yep.
So okay, so that place, uh, I move out. Melissa kept that place. We broke up for a
Yeah.
little bit,
Yeah.
and then we broke up maybe like 2 3 years, and got back together, and then we moved to this new place, and it was already
So
this
you're
like
together.
yeah, back together, yeah,
Cool.
and it's expensive, man. Like right now we're paying 1800 for 2 bedroom.
1800.
Yeah,
Wow.
and it's like basically like if I make like $3,000 a month in 1800 for rent. I know we're splitting it in half, but that's still a lot of money. That's expensive living.
It is.
So I have a plan of moving back to Bali, right? Indonesia, in the next year or two. When I've been talking to my one of my good friend in Bali, and between the monthly salary that he make, right? He live with the family
Yeah.
to the place that he rent. Not nothing fancy, like maybe one bedroom or something. It's like 8 times. So whatever he pay for the apartment per month, he make
Yeah.
8 times of that monthly rent. Let's say
Yeah.
let's say he pay $100, right?
But he's like a doctor or no?
It's not. It's just a cheap living there, man.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not a doctor, but he's in tourism. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So let's say the apartment is $100. He make $800.
Yeah.
See, that makes sense. People that live like that, we should be able
Yeah.
living like save, you know, money, not just
Yeah. Or
half of your paycheck going to the rent, and then food, and then internet, and then cars payment. Doesn't make sense.
yeah. And also something that I would like to say is that for example in Europe,
Mm-hmm.
Western Europe, no, no, see Western Europe, France, Germany,
Yeah.
Spain, you might not be making great amounts of money,
Okay.
but with the money that you make, you can pay a house,
Yeah.
education is free, health is free,
Yeah.
pensions are solved. So with the money that you make, you can pay your apartment, and then you can spend it in leisure. That's why people goes
Or
to
traveling.
bars
Yeah.
constantly.
Yeah.
People usually go to a bar after work to
Yeah.
have like a a beer or like a coffee.
Yeah.
They go out constantly. They use the public spaces. They can travel
Mm-hmm.
because they don't need to save money for like their pension. They don't need to save money for education. They know that if they get sick, they will go to the hospital and they will have
Mm.
like a decent treatment. And
Yeah.
when they retire, they will have a pension system, you
Mm.
know? So they will not make a crazy amounts of money, but
Yeah.
they can live good, you know? They can have a
Yeah.
decent quality time,
Well, quality
you
of life.
know?
That's what we need. Like I think
Exactly,
a place like
exactly, exactly.
Denmark,
Quality
when
of
they
life.
they have like 4 days a week work, right?
Yeah.
And everybody's happy. Everybody doesn't have to be making too much money, but just enough you know
Mm.
to have fun, right? So especially in
To
Victoria,
cheer up.
brother, is it's getting worse. um the downtown of Victoria now is like a lot of homeless everywhere. A lot of
Yeah, I've
the
heard.
park, the big parks that family go
Beacon
to,
Hill,
that you took your family to parks. They
Beacon
live there.
Hill.
Yeah, Beacon Hill
Yeah,
Park, and the park on Topaz.
yeah,
All the main one. Like it was crazy. It was like, and then they bought the government bought them like a hotel. Like I think they bought like 3 buildings just downtown alone, so
Yeah.
that they can live there. They don't want to. They they actually burned down the one hotel. They were smoking smoking something, and then they just burned down the whole place, and then but they don't want to leave that either. Like they just they hate it. Like
Yeah, but
yeah.
that responds to a psychological
Hmm.
thing, you know.
Yeah.
It's not because they don't have the chance. It sucks. They need to be approached in another way, maybe,
Yeah.
but they have the chance, you know. The problem with poverty in Latin America and in Asia, as you know,
Yeah.
is that they don't have the chance. They don't
Ex-
have the chance
yeah.
to go to
They don't
this
have the
housing.
options. Yeah. They don't have the
They
options.
don't
Yeah.
have the option
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And here they have the option, but they prefer to
They
be
did.
hippies
They.
living in tents, you know,
I think they don't. They don't.
homeless,
They're not very thankful.
homeless in.
Like not. They
Mhm.
don't. They're like like privilege, right? Like like I used to be homeless as a kid.
I know. I remember the
Like
story.
for basically 10 years straight, I was like living
Yeah.
on the street. Like I
Mm.
sleep on the street. I eat on the street. And yeah, I try to make a living. I try to buy food, so I work, right? You know, and then I also go to school. Just like like in the morning, I take shower in one of the public washroom. It's
Yeah.
cheap, but it's like like you still have to pay, you know, and then go to school and then come back to the street, the same spot, right? And then I'd be working, helping my neighbors, selling their souvenirs and stuff like that. Yeah, for 10 years as a kid, and I'm not the only one. It's like kids everywhere, like just kind of like, oh my god, it's kind of sad, right? But when I see homeless here, like I used to like give them money and stuff like that, but I'm like, you actually have option. You can go to this place, take a shower. They have food for you. They have clothes for you, like and then
Yeah.
they can give you like what you call it. Okay, what do you need to get clean up and get a job? They have
I
that.
mean, they pay.
Ex-
They give them money.
exactly.
They give
You
them
know.
money. You know. So if you want to be on the street, it's because you want to be on the street.
Yeah.
It's not because you don't have a place to crash.
In Chile, how about the kids? Are there a lot of street kids like living on the street?
Yeah, they are.
They are.
Yeah, they are.
Huh.
Lots of homeless people. See, and with the pandemic, things are being getting worse
Hmm.
because also what's been happening is that pandemic has been increasing the numbers of domestic violence.
Right.
So some people is just escaping from I don't know this abusive
Abusive
father
like
or
husband like going
abusive
crazy.
mother.
Okay.
Yeah, so because with the pandemic you need to be in the house 24/7.
And people go
So
crazy
many
because
relations are
you guys
being
like to go
like,
outside and play soccer too, right? Like they just outside all day,
yeah,
basically, right? Hmm.
and barbecues. I
Yeah.
mean, on the street. I just have the option to go out,
Yeah.
um, but yeah. So that's have been increasing the numbers. It's not as bad as other countries around.
Mm-hmm.
Argentina has a lots of poverty,
And
lots of homeless
Colombia too.
people.
Colombia is worse, right?
Yeah, Colombia, but Colombia is growing. Colombia and
Okay.
Peru is
Okay.
one of the Colombia, Peru are the economies that they were growing like with Chile, you
Hmm.
know. But last year they were saying that Argentina, 40% of the people was under the line of poverty.
40%.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, the thing is that in Santiago we have temperate weather, so we have the 4 stations.
Mm-hmm.
But during the winter we don't have snow, but we can get -0 Celsius.
But no snow.
But no snow. But
Okay.
they sleep on the street and they will end up frozen anyway.
Huh.
You know,
Yeah.
-3, -4.
That's
It's
actually
cold.
when it's really cold. It's actually when it's like 4 or minus like 0. And when it's the coldest, because when it's like -20, it's just a lot of snow. Actually warmer. Like that's probably the
Yeah,
worst.
yeah, yeah. No, I hear you.
That's probably
I
the
hear
worst
you. Yeah.
to be like homeless in that weather. Like zero minus 0 what you call it degree or even
And if you
minus
have
4, minus
snow,
2, you know.
and if you have snow, even the army is gonna come out with tents and refuge for the people. But it's like if it's just cold, they just don't care. They think
Hmm.
that they will give you a blanket and that's it.
Yeah.
You know,
Like cold to the bone,
and all
like
yeah,
like,
and all the and usually the social help in Latin America will come from like a church, from like a foundation,
mm-hmm.
but not that much from the government.
Really, eh?
Mm.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. In Indonesia, it's way too many people, man. It's like, and the government is very corrupt, like very very corrupt, like like
It's like almost 1,000
right
million
now it's
people.
better. I have to say, right now it's better, but still, we still have a lot of corruptions. The new president is better, but still,
Our
yeah.
president,
No, the in Indonesia, yeah.
our president has like a 10% of approval. It's like
Really, eh?
everybody hates him. Yeah,
Uh,
Piñera.
yeah. That's actually give you a lot of inspiration to write a song, my friend, right? For like,
Yeah,
yeah,
and especially with reggae. Reggae is super social.
yeah,
You know, mostly all the people will say that reggae, yeah, peace and love, hippie,
yeah,
smoke weed, and it's like
yeah. No,
no,
we
there's
have
no peace and
we
love.
we have our own like movement and mission. You know what I mean? Like it's not
Yeah,
just
I
it's
mean,
not just
I
party,
do
drinking,
wanna
smoking weed. Like like
no, I
it's
do
a lot of
wanna believe what Peter Tosh said. You know,
mm-hmm.
we want love and peace, but we can't get love and peace if we don't have peace and justice. Sorry, if we don't have rights and justice. You
Right.
know, first rights and justice, then peace and love.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a Roman pax. You know, Pax Romana.
Pax
Pax
Romana.
Romana is a concept from the Roman Empire
Mm-hmm.
that basically means that calm or quiet. You know, social problems. They
Yeah.
put the army on the street. They put a gun on your face or a spear, a
Yeah.
sword. It's like shut up, no sound,
Yeah.
peace.
Well, that's
That's
that's a
not peace.
very that's a very dictatorship. Like it's especially back in the
Yeah,
day. Like what I mean.
that's Pax
Yeah.
Romana.
Mm.
So reggae is about that. You need to be aware of what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or what needs to be changed. The way I see it with reggae is my own personal mission to live a better world
Yeah.
for Amelia, for my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
When I brought a song, it's something that I want to stay there, and Amelia can listen to it. And okay, this is my father. This
Yeah.
is what he thinks.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is what he fight for, and you
Yeah.
need to be honest with what you believe. You know,
For sure. For sure.
you can't be singing reggae and have dreadlocks, and sing about reggae and I and unity and then being, consuming goods all the time, trying to buy the best shoes and
Yeah.
sneakers,
Yeah.
trying to get the best car. It's not like that.
Well, I mean,
No,
like
it
in
doesn't work like that.
that's why like like there's a lot of like I said, I think back to the different genre that people play the kind of music earlier, like the rock and roll lifestyle, the
Mm-hmm.
crazy people, right? So it's also can reflect, to like the kind of music that this person play or like like with hip hop and not all of them, but most of them, rap. They all talk about like bitches and drugs and money, like what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Girls on the bikini on every music video. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's about the genre too that you're playing.
Yeah, but
So,
reggae also has that. Like if you see
but
some of the
that's not.
Jamaicans
It's
that
that's
goes
like
reggae and
the
dancehall,
that's the
dancehall.
yeah, that's already. It's not reggae anymore though. That's a
Exactly,
we.
exactly. Yeah.
That's almost going to the uh reggaeton stuff like that. I don't know why they call it the reggaeton. You know,
Yeah.
so it's not nothing to do with reggae, right? Like
No,
yeah.
no, it's not.
So
It's not
yeah,
even
I mean
coming from Jamaica.
yeah. Okay, the band right now is you guys writing a song,
Suraka.
album. How many? How
See.
many? How many album
So
you
we
have?
have 13 songs.
13 songs. Okay.
And some of the songs are the ones that we used to play
Ah, yeah, the one
in
by one, right? The I
One
heard,
by One,
I
Mr.
heard that one
Babylon.
on YouTube the other day. You got a
Yeah,
nice,
that was
nice polish. You know what I mean?
yeah, but that
Yeah,
was 4 years ago, I would say.
yeah,
And to be
yeah.
honest, I think that I found my voice last year.
You found your voice
Singing.
last year. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and have been able to reach high notes and getting best techniques.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I've learned a lot. You know that I started really late my
Play music.
musical career.
I wanna
Musical
talk
career,
about,
yeah.
yeah, I wanna talk about your previous passion before playing
So I
music.
always been music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when I was in this kid, I used to be a bullied kid. Like I suffered from bullying.
Yeah. Yeah. But you're
So
not a small
basically,
guy in Chile though.
huh?
You're not a small guy in Chile, and
Average,
and then you do like
average, but
martial art too, right? Like Krav Maga and stuff like that.
after,
Oh, that's after.
yeah, it
Okay.
was after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, but again, it's why do you have to why do you have to move around with the fist? But anyway,
Yeah.
I don't. I love martial arts. I
Yeah.
practice MMA,
Yeah.
but I don't want to be. I don't want to fight in the street.
Of
Like
course,
they broke my
yeah.
nose
Of course, not
many
on the
many
street.
times.
The street fighting is stupid.
So basically, when I was a kid,
Yeah.
I never had really really good friends in the school.
Mm.
Maybe one or two, but never had. So I used to walk around with my headphones and
Is it
with
because you look
my
different than every
Discman.
other kid?
No, I was born. I am blonde and blue eyes. So it
And
was in
then
a private
yeah, any
school.
other kid is not like that, right?
IITs.
It's a bit
No,
darker
it's the
too.
same.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, yeah, it was a really expensive private Catholic school. You
Okay,
know,
okay, okay.
but
That's a
the,
spoiled
the
kid. It's
main
probably a
difference,
spoiled kid that boiling you.
the main difference is that I was there because my father was working a lot to be
Mm.
able to pay that school.
Yeah,
Because as I was telling you at the very beginning, in Chile,
yeah,
you need to put your private school in
yeah,
your resume, and you said like, if he goes to the school, he might get a better future.
yeah,
So he broke his ass working with my
yeah.
mother, as well to be able to pay this. But basically, he was able to pay for the school, but
Mm-hmm.
that's it.
Yeah.
I never had the extra amount of money to be on the same level with them. So when I grew up right in the limit of like this neighborhood that has like a very um, kind of ghetto area nearby.
Yeah.
So I used to ride the bicycles there. My friends from from my neighborhood, were from not from private schools. Different experiences that I
Yeah.
saw that made me different. I never liked them that much. It's like they were just a bunch of spoiled kids.
Mm.
So no friends. I was just walking with my
Yeah.
first of all Walkman with the cassette,
Yeah.
then this one, and then the MP3
Yeah.
with 500 megabytes. That
Yeah.
was like, oh my god, you know,
Yeah. I remember.
128
Yeah.
pen drive.
Yeah.
So music is all been there. I used to have a band.
Mm.
We used to play rock,
Yeah.
metal, but I wasn't a great singer. I was just
But you
somebody
love.
that loved the
Well, it's the
music.
thing is, like, you don't have to be a great singer to be successful in music, though. You know.
No, no, exactly. But the way I see it is that my musical career is that what Dave Grohl said.
Mm.
If you want to be a musician, you might maybe you are born with this natural talent and you're
Yep.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe like mostly all of the rest of the musicians, at the very beginning you will suck and you will play with people that suck just
Yep.
like you.
Yep.
And suddenly you will get a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the guys that sucks will go away. You will meet other guys that they don't
That's
suck as much as the other guys.
yeah.
And suddenly you will play and you will suck. You will play and you will suck until you don't suck anymore.
Yeah.
So basically that's what I've been doing.
Or you meet musician that is higher level than you, and you learn so much from them, and you become better,
Yeah,
and then you become like same level
exactly,
as they are, like,
exactly,
like it's
and being open for
yeah.
the knowledge, for the experience, learn, and if you're gonna be singing, you need to be, you need to sing, and you need to
Hmm.
suck, and you need to try, and you need to sing like shit, you know, until you don't suck anymore. And I'm not like a really on tune on the time, but I think that I can move around better
I think like
than what I used to.
passion is number one. You have to have the passion first,
Exactly,
so
exactly.
that you can break, like all those, like maybe not nervousness, but like you need to break that code, as a singer or as an artist. Do you know what I mean? Because like I
Yeah,
said, like I don't think you have to be great singer to be a singer or musician. Just like Bob Dylan, like this is an easy example. But he's
yeah,
a but
but he's
he's a
like
musician,
amazing
like,
writer,
yeah, he's a
but he's
great
an amazing
writer,
writer.
you know. And but the thing is, like, I look at you as an artist, as an artist than just a singer. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're a great singer. Uh, when I and then you have that. Oh, that's Max singing. Do you know what I mean? You already have that. Um, what's the word? That style that everyone already knows. If you're singing like far away in a club somewhere, like in a open mic, and then
Open mic.
people will know. Oh, that's Max playing set right now, like, you know. So,
Oh,
and you
thank you.
have the
Yeah.
passion too. Like, I know that you have a very strong passion with music. So
See, so
yeah,
passion is music is been my best friend.
yeah.
You know.
So before that, what did you do before that? Before, like, I see a YouTube video like around you being like famous handsome kid jumping around a TV show with the girls and stuff. you, you haven't you haven't tell me about that side of you, my friend.
So
Are you embarrassed?
yeah, no, no, and it's because of that that I met Tomo Como Rey, the band that put me on the stage
Okay,
against
okay.
50,000 people.
Yeah.
So yeah, I finished up university, and they were looking for like basically I studied adventure like outdoor activities
Okay.
with
Yeah.
like specialty in like mountains,
Mm-hmm.
ropes, climbing, everything. So when I left university, I got my degree, everything. They were looking for like a casting for like a survival type of reality show.
Right. Right.
And I said like this, they said like it's gonna be on an island and you were gonna have to hunt and use your knife, and I used to have like survival classes
Mm-hmm.
on the university. So it's
Yeah.
like I wanna go and I wanna prove myself,
Yeah. Yeah.
I wanna be able to fish, catch some water, catch some fish, get some water filters, whatever, So I went to this casting. I had no dreadlocks.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And they said like, okay, I'm in. And I said like, okay, I'm gonna have this survival experience. And I ended up in like this type of like TV studio,
Yeah.
and it was just gossip. There was no
No jungle.
survival,
No
nothing.
jungle.
You know that they said like you need to bring a suitcase. Is that what would you bring to the end of the world? And I took like water filters, like these tablets that they purify the water,
Yeah.
like fishing
So
kit,
you
knives,
were prepared,
ropes.
man. You like well
I was
prepared.
prepared, and I didn't use nothing. And there was another guy that only had like the open suitcase, and he has like pasta. He was an Italian guy, and he had like pasta. You know, he basically had the whole suitcase with pasta. Everything that what that was. That was super smart. But anyway, I said like I don't want to be here, so I quit it after a month,
Okay.
and then I entered to this type of competition TV,
Yeah.
program, and I was always with Lily from the very beginning. You
Okay.
know, I was on this reality show, and I was writing things on the wall, messages to her,
Yeah.
and I was doing really good in competitions. So every time that I won a competition, I would be like, I know that cameras are on me. It's like, Lily, I love you. Ah.
Is that the
And
Ninja
the rest
Warrior one? The Ninja Warrior
similar kind of things.
competition?
And
Yeah,
basically, the I knew that they were not never filming me because I was never on the gossip, never on that kind of things that they will sell on TV. I was like feeding the animals, practicing,
yeah.
talking about the Simpsons, trying to build like a musical instrument, nothing really TV-ish.
But they have you as a, like a special guest though on some of those
No, no,
interviews.
no, no, no. This was on the reality, but I this said like I don't want to go.
Yeah,
I want to leave. I don't want to stay
yeah.
here. So I ended up in this other TV program that
Okay.
was Calle Siete from TVN, and I stood there for like a year. And this was like the thing about the reality show is that you are in this house and then you come back
Yeah.
and people recognizes you. But with this was a work from Monday to Friday, let's
Mm.
say 10 to 7.
Oh wow,
It's 11 to 7.
that's like a real job. Yeah.
So you go there, you practice you train the competitions,
Yeah.
the activities, um and it was exhausting. And then you have 3 hour program.
Hmm.
So when you got in that type of TV shows, you can be like, I'm gonna lose my head, and I'm gonna become a celebrity, and I'm gonna broke up my relation, and I
Right.
might date this super hot
Yeah. Yeah.
model,
Yeah.
you know
All the dream.
or you can be the same guy that you are,
Yeah.
use the same horrible sweater, smoking the same amount of ganja right before
Yeah.
and after the TV show, uh, and basically be yourself,
Yeah.
and so I entered there, and I said like, I don't want to participate, and I want to fall in love with nobody. I'm gonna bring sports, like fair play, like I want to be a good sport leader. I want to be a leader,
Yeah.
and I want to push my teammates to reach their goals, but I don't want to be on these type of flirting type of
Yeah. Yeah.
situations.
The drama, the
And
drama that they have. Yeah.
I want to use this super small amount of fame that I
Yeah.
have right now
Yeah.
to make positive things.
Yeah.
So I jumped in different foundations like Teleton, that they help children with different capacities or mobilities, handicap,
Mm-hmm.
And when I was in this foundation, I met the musicians from Tomoko Morey, and we became good friends.
Okay. Okay.
And this was before the trip, my trip experience in Canada.
Yeah.
And after that, I came back, and they called me. Maybe one of the reasons that they called me is that they saw me when I mean, we met when I was on my, like, let's say, on my top level of celebrityism,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, and I was the same guy that you met in Canada, you know,
Okay.
and they like that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, this
Humble.
guy,
Very
like,
very humble. Yeah.
I could be the guy dating super hot girls, like super models, and dating, and and living this crazy life.
Yeah.
But no, I have my own partner. No, I have my partner,
Yeah.
Lily, which I think that she's super hot. I like
Yeah.
her, and she's amazing. But
Yeah.
you know that you can lose your head from other things, and
Of
I
course.
was like, no,
Yeah.
the,
You're
the
very
path of the
loyal
warrior,
and humble. Yeah.
the path of the warrior. You need to be strict, and being able to being positive. You know,
Right.
not get positive things for yourself and feel
And
better because of that.
yeah. And then get
No,
famous and do
no,
crazy stuff. Like I think that's
no,
the
no, no. It's like
you know.
you are a persona, and whoever is seated right next to you deserve the same amount of respect.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who he or she is. President, king, trash picker, I don't know how you call it. The people that pick up
Garbage
the
man or
trash,
something. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
garbage man, whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody deserves respect.
It's true.
And
Like
that's the way I see it. And that's how I live my life.
it's
And
not
it
many
has bring me
people
lots
like
of
you
positive
anymore.
things.
Like I think
I think they are.
the not many. I mean, the society is all about right now. It's just it's all about it's always been, I guess, like, who have the most money, who have the most, like fancy car or whatever. You know what I mean? Especially with the internet and stuff like that. Um, that's why some people are just trying to choose their lifestyle, right, where they want to go, and you already
Mm.
have that solid foundation from like such a young age, like like you were like early 20 or something like that, right, when you won that show. Maybe not even.
25,
Yeah,
I would say.
yeah,
2010, 25,
yeah, because like
24.
other kids will go the different direction, like
Oh, I saw them.
will- probably
I
many of
saw
them,
them.
right, like it's just
Yeah,
going like,
many, many.
yeah.
And I always had good. I became with good friends with them because
Mm-hmm.
from the very beginning they realized that I wasn't a competition in that type
Mm-hmm.
of thing.
Yeah,
It's like people with the first salary, they bought a car. I saved money,
yeah,
and at the end, like I took a trip to Peru with Lily, and we spent like 2 months there.
yeah.
You know,
You spend it differently, you spend it
it's priorities.
more
Priorities, like what makes you happy. What
more
makes you
you
happy?
looking for the experience, not the luxury, like
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. What makes you happy? You
Mm-hmm.
know, I have my old truck there that I need to put like gasoline every day because it's like, oh my god, man, oh my god, how much gasoline it
Expensive, eh?
consumes. Expensive.
Yeah,
I would love to have an electric car and being more sustainable, but right now to have an electric car is
it's
like a
super
privilege.
expensive. This it
It's
doesn't
super
it
expensive.
doesn't make sense. Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but I prefer that, live simple, live happy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a debt. I don't have like a credit card. I
Yeah,
do have a credit card, but I have to put money on it if I want to buy things on eBay or Amazon.
yeah, yeah. No, that's
But I
smart though.
don't,
That's very
I'm
smart.
not like I use my money.
Yeah.
I don't I don't have a big debt. And in Chile, the amount of people in debt is crazy,
Oh
brother,
man, it's
crazy.
like it's like here, my brother. Like that's why that's another reason why I want to move back home, right? Because
You don't
I
want to
want.
pay.
What's that? What's that?
You don't want to pay.
I don't want to pay. Yeah. No, no. The lifestyle that you know we have here. Do you know what I mean? I want to live a simple life. Like, if I don't have the money, I don't want to buy anything. You know, like like people here, it's just kind of like it's already like a lot of payment for phone, internet, and other fancy stuff like Netflix. Um, with the credit card here, you have to have one if you want to have a good credit, right? And then
Hmm.
99% of people, like, they're not good with credit card. They think it's their money. Oh yeah, I just got $5,000 credit card, and then they think it's their money, and then they just can't wait to spend it, right? Just keep buying things that they don't need. I'm
Mm.
one of them. Like, my first credit card was horrible experience, and then I didn't want it, and then the bank said, well, like, that's how you build your credit score. I was like, that's bullshit. Like, like, I don't wanna have a credit card so that I have I can have a good credit score, like, but that's just the way it is here, you know.
So they put you in the system.
Yeah, well, exactly. And then it's everybody have to be I have to live the same way,
Mm.
right? Like,
Exactly.
um
But again, but I do have a bank account as well. I mean, it's like, yeah, I can be considered a hippie by several people, But
mm-hmm.
it's like I have a bank account, I have a medical insurance,
Yeah.
so I'm not that hippie.
Well, the definition of hippie is very wide range now, though. Like, you know what
Exactly. I
I mean?
mean, I'm
Yeah,
just following the caricature, the cartoon, the comic,
yeah.
the
I don't call
these
you a
type
hippie.
of
I,
idea.
I I look at you as an artist. Like, like as my friend, as a human, as an artist. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Good friends, Pedro.
Yeah, it's
Good friends. We're
like
good friends.
like like I have a lot of like met a lot of friends here like that playing music and stuff like that, but like it's diverse, right? Like I'm also different. I'm coming from Indonesia, and people look at me differently, stuff like that. Like so to me it's like I want to meet good people, and I want to be friends with them, like
Mm.
and also like somebody have a passion about music, and like in a way we thinking alike too.
Mm.
Like when you talk about the competition thing, like I always think that way, right? But the thing is, again, like what you said about the credit card, we have to be um we have to be in the system, you know whether you like it or
Mm.
not. It's
Mm.
just like with my son, right? Jaya,
Exactly.
he's 16 years old right now, right?
What?
He's 16 now. Yeah, he's big.
Oh,
You know
so
he,
old, man.
you know his
We
height.
are
I
so
just
old, man.
look at me. So I just measure his height. He's about 5'10" right now. Skinny kid.
In meters,
5'10". In meters, I don't remember. So
it's like 170.
something like that. Yeah. So he hates group sports, right?
Yeah.
Since when he was a little kid, because he doesn't like competition. Do you know what I mean? But the thing is, like I understand, like maybe because he's not good at this sport, and when you play with 10 other people in your team, like playing soccer and stuff like that, it's kind of like you don't want to be that guy that slowing down the team or whatever. But that's it's just the way it is, right? It's a any sport is competition.
Mm.
And then even when I try to put him in like a individual sport too, he's just not um he's just not having it. But I think it's good to have that drive though, especially
Yeah,
as a
but
kid, you know?
I think that
Yeah.
sometimes with the kids, it's like you have to be a sport player. It's like, no, you don't have to be nothing.
Right, right.
You need to be who you are. You
No,
know?
I think, but like
W-
the
th-
activity with as a parent though, you want your kid to try a lot of things, right? Like
Yeah,
try like
exactly.
dance, try music, try art, try sports, whatever.
See,
Yeah. But now he's just like I look. I can't make him do things. Right? I'm just directing him to you know toward a good what you call it. If you want to be a good father too, like a good parents, we are their guidance. You know what I mean? So sometimes I feel bad because
see,
maybe I don't show him enough. Like you know because like here, especially in Canada, I don't play too much sports, right? Like just working and playing music. That's it.
mm. Yeah, but I guess that we all want to share with our kids the things that make us happy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I want Amelia to play music because music for me has been everything.
Yeah.
It's the thing that I like the most, music.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I want her to be as happy as I am when I play music.
Yeah.
But who is saying that she's gonna be that happy playing music?
Yeah. Or like who say that she have to be musician or have to be play music?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is that you sometimes it's easy to think that kids are like an extension of you, and it's not. You know,
Mm-hmm.
give them their space, give them their um, I don't know
Maybe
the
back in the day, remember if you have a boy, you have Max Cruchaga Junior, one, two, three,
oh,
four,
I
five,
hate that.
right?
I hate that. Like I'm not Henry Ford.
Right? Like the King of England, they have like number one, two, three, four.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy,
No,
man.
it's like, my father and my older brother, they have the same name, and every time it's like ring, 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 ring the phone. It's like, yeah, is it Luis Alberto? Father Junior. It's like, no, why? Just different names.
So you
Different.
like you they don't you're not the first one, right?
No, no, no. And you know that I'm the Rasta because I'm the middle one. that's that's how it
So
goes.
so they do they always give that same name for the first son, or they can give
It's
you
not
the
a
same name?
rule.
Hmm?
It's not a rule, but it's a common thing.
Commonly in it's the first son, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially in Latin America. Yeah,
Hmm.
but it's not a rule.
It's not a rule,
Yeah,
okay.
but it can happen.
Uh,
But my name is but I'm so weird, man. My brother is Luis Alberto Cruchaga.
yeah.
My sister is Bernardita Maria Cruchaga, and my name is Max. Max Cruchaga. I
That's
don't
it?
even have a second name. I'm not Maximilian. I'm not
Just
Maximo.
Max?
Max.
Oh,
Max.
okay.
And it's weird. And I have a second name. It's so weird, man. In Chile,
Did
usually
you
the
ask your
dogs
did you
are
ask your
named
father?
Max.
Did you have your dad? Why I don't have a middle name?
No, it's okay. I was the first. I like it. I was the first
Yeah.
guy to learn how to write my name.
Yeah. Well, you create your own middle name, you know. Max
Max Power.
Max yeah, Max Power, Max Power
But that's
Cruchaga.
from The Simpsons.
Okay. or you can
It's yeah.
or
It's
you
a
can
it's a
like,
name that Homer.
Max reggae artist but not hippie. Cruchaga.
No, it's
uh,
like I like to be Max Power. It's from The Simpsons. It's okay.
yeah.
It's
That's a
okay.
cool name.
And I'm gonna be singing a couple of songs. I'm featuring with an Argentinian band and also with a band from Venezuela.
Okay.
And when I do that, it's like Suraka. You know the name of the band.
Suraga, yeah, yeah.
Suraka. Suraka is the name of the band. Yeah, I don't want to be recognized, as Max or Max and the Surakas. No, I like the idea of a band. You
No,
know
but that's up to them though. It's not up to you though,
who?
Max. It's up to
Who?
them, up to us if like the audience, the people that enjoy your music, right?
Yeah,
Because like I said, like I look at you as Max, an artist. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
reggae artist, in particular, right? Like it's not well, especially I know you personally. No, I don't know you. Like I don't know Zuraka first. Do you know what I
No.
mean? Before that
Yeah,
created, right? Like
yeah,
but
yeah.
but
Exactly, exactly.
but in a way, people are gonna look at you, as a band, as Suraka, or some people might look at you, you know, as an artist, like
See,
reggae artist, like especially if you're the singer,
see.
like. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, but personally, I try to push the name of the band,
Mm-hmm.
and every time we can, we talk about we are the band.
Yeah.
You
It's just
know,
like Bob Marley,
it's not
right?
like
The Bob Marley is never have the Wailers, and never have Bob Marley and the Wailers, right? When they started,
originally,
yeah,
originally.
just the Wailers, right? Like.
Yeah, it was the Wailers.
Yeah.
It was Chris Blackwell from Island Records that said, you know what, this should be different. It should be Bob Marley and the Wailers.
Yeah.
And Bob Marley loved it,
Yeah.
and the rest hated it. It's true. It's true. They Chris Blackwell broke that relation. I mean, the Wailers, Peter Tosh, Bunny Wailer, and Bob Marley,
Yeah.
they recorded the first two albums.
Right. Right.
And technically, the only album that was 100% written by them is Burning, is the second one. I Shot the Sheriff and a couple of other songs. The
Mm.
first album, the Catch a Fire,
Yeah.
it's Bob Marley, 8 tracks, going to London,
Okay.
and the English guys, they added 40 different tracks. Mostly all of the album, Catch a Fire, is played by European white guys. You know?
Yeah.
Burning, the second album, is 100% written by the Wailers. And you can check
Mm.
this if you go to Spotify
Yeah.
and you go to Bob Marley and the Wailers.
Yeah.
The Burning album is not under Bob Marley and the Wailers. If you go to the
Just the
Wailers,
Wailers. Yeah.
you will have the Burning album there.
Mm.
Also, if you have some time, YouTube Classic Masters is a TV show that they used to show how they make several great albums.
Okay.
And there is the Classic Masters of Catch a Fire, and you can see this.